Are you constantly comparing yourself to others, feeling like you're falling behind in life's race, desperately trying to speed up your progress while watching everyone else seem miles ahead? Imagine discovering that rushing is the very thing preventing your breakthrough, that nature holds a timeless secret about growth that could end your anxiety and restore your peace. This story reveals profound gardening wisdom, showing you how one man's frantic urgency nearly destroyed his destiny, and how learning to honor your unique timeline can unlock the life you're meant to live. If you're tired of rushing and ready to trust your journey, please like and share this with someone pressuring themselves too hard. Subscribe to the Wisdom Tales for more healing wisdom that brings peace to the hurried soul. Once upon a time, in a valley where the seasons changed slowly and farmers tended their land with ancient wisdom, there lived a young man named Elijah. He was 26 years old, ambitious, restless, and consumed by one terrible feeling: that he was running out of time. Elijah looked around and saw everyone moving faster than him. His older brother had already built a successful business. His childhood friend had just bought a house. His classmates were getting promotions, getting married, achieving milestones. And Elijah, he felt stuck, lost, behind. Every morning he woke up with anxiety crushing his chest. "I'm wasting my life," he told himself. "Everyone else has figured it out. Everyone else is ahead. I need to catch up. I need to hurry." He worked relentlessly, sleeping only 4 hours a night. He skipped meals. He abandoned hobbies. He stopped seeing friends. Every moment felt like a race against an invisible clock. But the harder he pushed, the more exhausted he became. And still, nothing seemed to work. His efforts produced no fruit. His rushing led nowhere. One evening, after another day of crushing disappointment, Elijah walked through the valley, his heart heavy with despair. He passed by an old garden he had never noticed before. It was beautiful. Vegetables growing in neat rows, fruit trees heavy with produce, flowers blooming in vibrant colors. And in the center of the garden, an elderly man knelt in the soil, his hands deep in the earth. Elijah stopped and watched. The old gardener moved slowly, deliberately, with no sense of urgency. He seemed completely at peace. "Excuse me," Elijah called out. "Your garden is beautiful. How long did it take you to grow all this?" The old man looked up, his face weathered but kind. He smiled. "Some things took months, some took years, some are still growing." Elijah frowned. "Years? That's so long. Isn't there a way to make them grow faster?" The gardener chuckled softly and stood, wiping dirt from his hands. "Come, sit with me. You look like a man at war with time." Elijah hesitated but found himself following the old man to a wooden bench beneath a large apple tree. They sat together in comfortable silence for a moment. Then the gardener spoke. "Tell me, young man, why are you in such a hurry?" Elijah's voice cracked. "Because everyone else is ahead of me. I'm 26 and I have nothing to show for my life. My friends are succeeding. I'm failing. I need to catch up before it's too late." The gardener nodded slowly, his eyes full of understanding. "Let me show you something." He led Elijah to two plants growing side by side. One was tall, lush, with green leaves and visible vegetables already forming. The other was small, barely a few inches high, with only a few fragile leaves. "These were planted on the same day," the gardener said. Elijah's eyes widened. "The same day? But one is so much bigger than the other. What happened? Is the small one dying?" The gardener shook his head. "No, it is simply a different plant. This tall one is a lettuce plant. It grows fast, produces quickly, and dies within a few months. But this small one, it is a tomato plant. It takes longer to grow because it is building a stronger root system, and when it finally produces, it will give fruit for an entire season. Both are growing perfectly, but they have different timelines. Elijah stared at the plants, his heart pounding. The gardener continued, his voice gentle but firm. You see, young man, you are comparing yourself to people who are on completely different journeys. You think you are behind, but you are not. You are simply a different kind of seed. And you're rushing? It is the worst thing you can do. Because when you rush, you damage your roots. You exhaust yourself. You prevent the very growth you are desperate to achieve. Elijah's eyes filled with tears. But how do I stop feeling like I'm running out of time? The gardener sat back down on the bench and gestured for Elijah to join him. Let me tell you a truth that will set you free. There is no such thing as behind in life. That is an illusion, a lie the world tells you to keep you anxious and desperate. Every person has their own season. Some bloom in spring, some in summer, some in autumn, and some, the most resilient, bloom in winter when no one expects it. He pointed to the apple tree above them. This tree took 7 years before it produced its first apple. 7 years of patient waiting. People walked by and said, "That tree is useless. It produces nothing." But the tree was not worried. It knew its time would come. And when it finally bore fruit, those same people marveled at how sweet the apples were. The waiting was not wasted. It was necessary. Elijah's voice trembled. So you're saying I just need to keep waiting? The gardener smiled. Not just waiting, growing. There is a difference. Waiting passively leads to bitterness, but growing intentionally, tending to your roots, nourishing your soul, learning, becoming, that leads to blooming. You cannot force a flower to open, but you can give it water, sunlight, and care. And when its time comes, it will bloom more beautifully than you ever imagined. Elijah sat in silence, feeling something loosen in his chest. The constant pressure, the relentless anxiety. It began to ease. But what if my time never comes? Elijah asked quietly. The gardener looked at him with deep compassion. Your time is already here, right now, this moment. Your mistake is believing that your time means achieving what others have achieved. But your time is not about accomplishments. It is about becoming who you are meant to be, and that cannot be rushed. Elijah felt tears stream down his face. For the first time in years, he felt permission to breathe, permission to stop rushing, permission to trust his own pace. The gardener placed a hand on Elijah's shoulder. Go home, rest, stop comparing, stop rushing. Tend to your garden, your heart, your mind, your soul. Water it with patience, nourish it with faith, and I promise you, when your season arrives, you will bloom so magnificently that you will understand why it had to take exactly as long as it did. Elijah left the garden that evening a different man. He stopped working himself to exhaustion. He stopped measuring his worth against others' timelines. He started focusing on growth, not speed, on depth, not comparison. Months passed, then a year, and slowly, Elijah's life began to transform, not because he rushed, but because he finally allowed himself to grow at his own pace. Opportunities appeared, relationships deepened, clarity emerged, and one day Elijah looked around and realized his time had come, not because he forced it, but because he finally stopped fighting it. Years later, a young woman came to Elijah, frustrated and desperate. I feel so behind. Everyone is ahead of me. What should I do? Elijah smiled gently and said, Stop rushing your journey. You are not behind. You are exactly where you need to be. Your time is coming. Not when the world says it should, but when you are ready to receive it. Trust your season. Honor your pace. And know that the most beautiful gardens are the ones that grow slowly. Friends, stop rushing. Stop comparing your chapter 2 to someone else's chapter 20. You are not behind. You are on your own unique path, and your journey is unfolding exactly as it should. Trust your timing, tend to your growth, and know that your season is coming. When it arrives, you will be ready. Your time is not late, it is perfect.